I don't know if it's working. Hang on a second. Alright, so New Year goals. Well, I'm going to stir things up this year because I want to save for a house or an investment property. So, biggest thing is I'm going to do 30 days of carnivore diet. So, meat and water for the next 30 days to get my emotional and body back into shape because I've over Christmas and I've just come off like a 5-day sickness that we had from Christmas. The sun had really high temperatures Christmas night. We were driving back from Airlie Beach to come back to the Sunshine Coast, and he had like rears running 40-degree temperatures and whatnot, and obviously passed it over to me, and that's fine. So I'm just getting over that. We're still doing a school job. So what we're doing today is starting meat and water diet for 30 days to re-cleanse my body, drop a whole bunch of weight, and get back into the motivation because I feel a lot better when I drop weight. I want to get down to that 110 mark. 105 would be ideal. I don't want to get too low because my tallness, I just look like a skinny statue. So 110, 1.5 is my goal. So that's my first goal for the year. So we're going to do that. Get back onto my carnivore diet in the next 6 months, and then get onto a maintenance diet, which is like keto and stuff. So that's the biggest thing. Kind of went off my carnivore diet for the last 3 months, 4 months, and just got a little bit lazy. So the second thing is probably going to slow down on a few videos on the channel and focus more on the membership to give people a lot more value for the money that they spend on the membership. A lot more breakdown on how I'm quoting jobs. I'll probably do a whole bunch of filming to break down how I costed that job. Is pretty much what I want to do. And I'm going to look into building a course this year. I don't quite know how that's going to look just yet. I've got a couple of options, whether I start a school listing and go down that way, where it's a monthly membership, or you pay outright. So if you want to put down in the comments what you think you guys would want, a one-off payment or a monthly payment, then go that way. It'll be a breakdown of my whole business, how I price jobs, how I price school jobs of $24,000, like massive jobs. And like we're doing probably 50% commercial this year, so we're turning over some crazy money for one truck. And I was thinking about doing, hey, I'm not going to work 7 days a week anymore because we do too much commercial to do that. So what we have decided as a family is that we're going to guarantee 3 days a month solid family time, whether we go camping every month, which is what we decided on doing, camping every month, and maybe going to like the Australia Zoo because we get an annual pass. So we go to Australia Zoo, cut the cost down as well because it's saving for that house or investment property. So we get an annual pass and we can just go there for free and spend a bit of family time. They got a water park there and all that type of stuff. So we can do all that. And that's the biggest thing is we want to bank. So we're going to use all the money in the bank account, pay out all our bills, which is not too much. There's a credit card there that we haven't fixed up, but we've got the money to cover that. Getting rid of all our little bills like Afterpay and Zip Pay and all those little things that you just use for sales, and if a fridge or buying an engine or something like that just comes up, you tend to use that because it's nice and quick and easy. You can put it on interest free for 6 months and go that way. Because I did my teeth last year, which is a $30,000 hit, because we got booked a trip to go back over to Vietnam to get the final set in April. So we booked the flights, we booked all that, we got all the money sitting in the bank account for that. And we did a lot of building for the business for the last 4 years. So we've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into the business, probably over 200 to 300,000 into the business, setting up the website, setting up all marketing every year. So now it's time to pull back off the business and get that investment property house. So that's the biggest thing. We want to see how fast we can save, see how fast we can build property, because at the end of the day, property is where I get to slow down. Whether I want to, because I'm 40 this year, so if I want to go hard for another 5 to 10 years and then have the backbone to go, right, well, I only want to work a couple of days a week, because in 10 years' time, my son becomes of the age where he can drive and run the business. So if I want to get to the stage where I want to drop off the business and do sales and do the odd cleaning, I have to set it up where I'm making enough money that I don't have to worry about taking money off him. So that was my plan. So we have to set it up now. And if we don't act now and we skip down the road 2 or 3 years, we're not going to have that set up, because if we start buying property now, in 10 years' time, the property is going to be at a value where I can sell it, pull out equity and all that type of stuff. So I've been looking into a couple of things. So that's the biggest thing. The biggest reason for pulling back on videos too is I want to do a lot more helping out people. So, and that becomes quoting, helping people price and all that type of stuff. So the more I can pull back off that, the more calls and entertaining I can do. Like I've helped a lot of people out in the last 2 years. People have built trucks and they've built, $200,000, $300,000 businesses just off my help. And I've helped people go full time where they're making 160 grand a year, and they're happy with it. They run their own hours and stuff like that. So that makes me really happy and proud, that I can do that to other people and get them to that stage. So that's the main reason why I want to build a course. That way you got something there that I do, and then if you want a bit of mentoring, then I'll probably set up a private group that I'm thinking about doing. Just a private group just for people in that circle where we can talk, communicate, and all that type of stuff. Because people talk to me all the time, but they get to a stage where I've got 3 or 4 phone calls coming in and I can't call everybody because I'm running machines and I'm working at the same time, because I'm still pumping out massive jobs by myself. Like this whole school, and $24,000 for the school every single year. Like this is our 2nd year here. And we've got this lockdown for 7 years. So there's no one else getting into the school. They won't even be able to step foot on that, because I deliver and then I over deliver quality. So you're not going to win that. You come in and lowball the school, they're just going to look at you and say, hey, we're not going to get what we get. So we always over deliver on our schools because we lock them in. But, so we got the 30-day challenge that we're going to do. Saving money, getting rid of all our bills. we're going to pull back on our videos and focus on our membership group, and then saving for the house. So that was the biggest thing. Like, coming into the business, we sold our houses out of Kenilworth, moved to the coast with the kids. Kids were about to start school, and then COVID hit, and then we're like, oh, we'll just chuck everything into the business because there's no other point of buying houses or anything like that, and we didn't know where we wanted to live. So we chucked everything into the business. The business grew, and the business is at the stage that we can focus on what we want. So that's what we got going on. So come along, join in. I don't know where I'm going to be posting videos from now on. They'll just be sporadic, whatever adds value to the channel. I'm not just going to make a video just for the fun of it now. It'll be a job where it adds value, where I see value to give back to you guys. I don't see doing the videos it's like $3-4 for me per video. It's like I don't get the money that I give back to you. I get the feeling and the satisfaction that I've helped change the industry and somebody else's life. The videos are just a side product, so I'm just going to pull back on them. I hope you guys understand that I don't make the money from that. So if you enjoy watching them, that's fine, but I've got to pull back on it because it's not producing me income, so I've got to focus on that this year. So catch you later.